their season on the brink, the Vikings look to beat Arizona to stay in the race. Jasper Brinkley here to break it down. With Randy Mosk on what's next in this season of turmoil, our Viking insider will dish. We're one-on-one with Wayne Ellington of the Wolves, and a local radio personality is now big-time singer. We're talking Chris Hawkey on Hitting It Big. All next on Game On.
Favre's had a little heat from all the media and stuff, but I think he just needs to get his head back in line, and I think we're going to win some games.
And welcome once again. This is Game On, fed by Acapulco Restaurants. Good Sunday to you. Rod Simons along with Jasper Brinkley. We're breaking down what has been a crazy week for the Minnesota Vikings. We'll get to Jasper in just a minute, but we got to set this game against Arizona by the numbers. And folks, as games go, they don't get more important than this one. Vikings are 2-5 on the season. Arizona 3 wins and 4 losses. But Arizona comes in here with a quarterback controversy. Anderson versus Hall. You're saying, who are these guys? That's precisely what they're going to find out with the Viking defense today. Vikings are 10-1 last year when they lost to Arizona on Sunday Night Football. Arizona has allowed the most points of any NFC team with 198. And don't forget, if you're going to the game today, food drive for Second Harvest Heartland. Bring some food, drop it off at one of the gates. Now, what a week to be in purple, number 54. Jasper Brinkley, the pride of South Carolina, with us. Great to have you here. What's it been like for you?
It's definitely been a long trip this year. This season, actually, you know, it seems like everything that went right for us last year is definitely not going right for us this year. Definitely got to just get everything turned around and continue to push.
Now, we'll get to Randy Moss and your feelings about that in just a second, but when you talk about turning it around and getting on the right path, is that something you guys talk about as a team? Is it something that you feel that you legitimately can make happen?
Yes, it's something that we legitimately feel like we can definitely make it happen because we control our own destiny at this point, and throughout the whole season, it's something that we control, but we just haven't been able to get it done.
Mistakes have killed you guys, bottom line.
Right. It's just something every week, you know, you try to go out and play a perfect game, but, you know, you definitely can't go out and play a game to 100%. You
Right.
Can't grade out at 100%, but, you know, you try to beat a team with the least mistakes.
When you look at the week that it has been, you lose in New England in a game that you guys came home thinking that you should have won, and you come back and Randy Moss is no longer with the team. What was your reaction when you found out that the team had let go of Randy?
Well, as a player in my position, it was just one of those things like, wow, you here one day and gone tomorrow, and you know, it's definitely a business thing that I guess the Vikings had to take care of, and you know, something I just really can't comment on. I can definitely comment on the special teams and how I'm playing right now, though.
But it's got to be a little bit unnerving just because you're a young guy and now you're getting slapped in the face with the business side of it all.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was definitely a new side that I definitely looked at this year, was the business side of it.
Now, when you look at the game against Arizona, you guys got to love the fact that these guys have a lot of unrest at quarterback. Offensively, they're not very potent, so it's time to seize the opportunity and win on the defensive side.
Yeah, we definitely want to do that. I feel like this maybe could be one of our best defensive games all year, and we're definitely going to go out and try to put that out on the field.
Number 54 is with us, Jasper Brinkley. More on the Vikings and what faces them against the Arizona Cardinals in the Dome in just a moment. Don't forget, though, you can join us for a Game On taping. Meet everyone up close and personal this Tuesday. We're back at Acapulco in Blaine, 7 o'clock. The Vikings and the Big Bears preview. We'll have food, fun, autographs. Would love to see you. Check out our website, Game On TV MN, for more information. Up next, we'll have one-on-one with Wayne Ellington of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're off to a fairly good start for the season. We'll be inside the Vikings with Larry Fitzgerald Sr. and Chris Hawkey talking K-Fan and Rocket Club. It's all next. It's Game On.
What's your 99?
Introducing Wendy's new 99-cent everyday value menu.
My 99. My 99.
How about a beefy double stack? Or maybe a crispy chicken sandwich? Now there are 7 tasty choices for 99 cents.
99. My 99. How much?
99. Real choices, real value, every day.
You know it's real.
The sun has always powered life. And now it powers our latest innovation to heat and cool your home more efficiently. Introducing the world's only solar-powered home energy system, which saves you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
Go green with Liberty Comfort Systems and your neighbors will be green with envy.
Get the latest in green technology and save some green.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
As long as, we have, great players, we have depth in the field. I love to see plays change up a little bit more, but but I love to see the plays. I get excited about them every week.
The voice of the fan is being heard. It's game day. It's the Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. Vikings desperately need a win today, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely need a win.
When you talk about the National Football League, and we were talking about this off camera a little bit, he comes from South Carolina where Steve Spurrier is the coach, so there are a lot of cameras around your entire career as a Gamecock.
Right.
So it's not like the spotlight is new to you, but this is a little bit different situation because it's not only the spotlight, it's serious business, especially with all the Favre stuff, the Moss stuff over the last week, and not winning as many games as you guys thought you were going to win.
Right. Well, I understand the NFL is, sometimes the team that wins the Super Bowl has a tough year that following year.
That's right.
Which we've seen that over the past couple of years, and it's just something you just have to be ready for. And I'm definitely living it and seeing it right now.
And living it happily.
Oh yeah, definitely got to be happy and just got to find a way to make it right.
Yeah. We were talking about Brett Favre too. I remember last year talking to you about this. You were excited to be around a guy with all that experience, future Hall of Famer,
right.
And that feeling hasn't changed for you, has it?
Oh no, it definitely hasn't. He's still in the last one to lead the facility. Continue to watch film, studying film, numerous of hours. That's something that, as me being a young player, that's something that I aspire to be like.
Talk about him being 41, and especially all the hits and the pain he endured in New England.
It definitely makes me look at him and look at the situation that he's in, and I question myself when I become 40, am I going to be able to take hits?
Are
like
you going to be that tough at 41?
I definitely have to be. Watching him makes me feel like it's a challenge.
Yeah, and one of the things you were saying to me is that what people don't know at home, it's that this guy's one of the guys. He's not Grandpa at the facility. He's one of you guys.
Yeah, he's definitely one of us, and that's something that brings the ease around the whole team and makes it a whole fun environment to be around.
Yeah. Talk about the team itself, because with all the speculation, and there's a lot of speculation about Coach Childress and his job, there is unwavering criticism being thrown at the Vikings. Is it hard to do your business, or does it stop at the door?
It definitely stops at the door. We come in to work as a team, coaches, we're there to work, and everything outside is outside because in that facility we're all family, and we're going to take care and motivate each other. It starts from the top down, and it's definitely something that lives throughout the team.
And one of the things you were also telling me is that don't think for a second that your guys' season is over.
Oh no, definitely not. We believe we can still get it done. That's what really counts. It doesn't matter who writes us off. It's what we believe in.
So winning streak is not out of the question.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not.
When you look at the Cardinals, anything that, especially with Beanie Wells being hurt in the quarterback situation, from a defensive standpoint, this is a team you guys should be able to shut down, and with a hammer.
Each and every week, I think whatever teams come out to play that Sunday, I think that's who's going to win. And I seen that in a couple of cases, with this year. We came out, we felt like we was ready, but the other team wanted it more than we did.
Does it make a difference playing in your home?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. I think we have some of the best fans in the National Football League.
We got to get loud, got to get crazy. And Jasper Brinkley, thanks for being with us.
Oh, glad to be here.
Game on, fed by Acapulco Restaurants. great to have you in here. Stay safe out there.
Glad
Don't
to be
forget, you can learn more about what we're doing at Game On TV MN for the latest headlines, show information, a pack of bloggers too with sports of all different types. And we link you to our partners like purplepride.org. It's a dynamic Vikings fan site there. Game On TV MN. When we come back, we'll have Chris Hawkey. We'll also be going inside the purple with Larry Fitzgerald Sr. and the MIAC Minute. It's all ahead. It's Game On.
So, you want to see some Wolves games this year, and you want to make sure to see him and him, but you don't really want to see them. Now, who's going with? Flying solo? Nah, it's more fun with the whole pack. And where should we sit? Can we move like that? Sure, with the Flex Pack, and we save. Build your pack, your tickets, your seats, your games. Online at timberwolves.com/flex.
Everything that goes into a Lennox system is engineered for absolute comfort. Like the parts that create your perfect temperature and humidity, or the parts that purify the air. Together, all these parts save you up to half off your heating and cooling bills. And there are few things more comforting than that.
The future of home comfort is here now at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Get the latest in innovation and technology at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Rochester, Lapidary Jewelers. If you wanna look good, great style and value, jewelry, gems and stones. We got everything you need at the Rochester, Lapidary Jewelers. Great style and value, Rochester, Lapidary Jewelers.
If you see our offensive and defensive weapons, I know we have the talent to do so, and I'm waiting for Favre to turn around and do what he did last year.
Blow it up.
Absolutely tear it up, walk off the field like a champ, and I think we can turn the season around. We need a little confidence booster.
Welcome back. This is Game On, fed by Acapulco Restaurants. You hear the voice of the fan, a little bit of concern, and he hears it too. He's on K-Fan Radio, part of the Power Trip Morning Show. He's also on the Vikings Radio Network, and he's the lead singer of the up-and-coming band out of Nashville, Rocket Club, Minnesota-based. Chris Hawkey, great to have you with us.
Great to see you.
Let's talk first about football, because we both love this. We're both blown away by the 2-5 start.
Yeah.
What's been your reaction to this week of horrors that it's been?
It has been that. I mean, in some ways, it's hard to get a handle on exactly what's going on. There's so many fake reports that come out and so many news stories that hit, quoting people from Twitter and Facebook and such like that, that as a journalist, I have a hard time keeping up. But I'll tell you, I've been basically sitting back, reacting the same way the fan has. I think it was a good idea to get rid of Randy Moss. I think that when it came right down to it, he was too big a distraction. He didn't want to be here, and I think you had to, in a season that's spinning out of control, so to say, you kind of had to cut loose.
Jasper Brinkley, just with us a couple of minutes ago on the show, says the season is clearly not lost.
Right.
Your thoughts?
I think he's right, but let's be honest, you're going to have to get really, really hot. This team is obviously capable of being really hot. The thing that scares me a little bit right now, the amount of injuries this team has, especially in the defensive backfield. Right. But we've got some superstars. If people start playing the way they played last year, we can turn it around for sure. Yeah.
One more football question, then we'll move to music.
Fine.
When you cover this team, are you as much a fan as some of these other guys, or do you find yourself kind of in that no man's land of being a fan and having to stick to what you're doing work-wise?
It depends on what I'm doing work-wise. When I'm producing, when I'm actually in the stadium, I'm not even really watching the game as much as I'm working. But when I'm doing the other part of the producing, the pre- and the post-game show, I literally have to tell myself to stop being a fan. I get too wrapped up in it. I mean, when it comes down to it, I love football. You love football. That's why we do what we do. I'm the luckiest man in the world to do this job and to be involved. So it hurts me inside. Sometimes you have to take a step back, and especially when you get to know some of the players. Like Jasper's a great guy. You want him to do well. You want this team to succeed for multiple reasons. Yeah.
And have you heard of Rocket Club yet? Listen to this.
You've been dry your whole life. You wonder when it's gonna rain, gonna rain, gonna rain.
That's just a little taste. You got to be loving this, you're a rock star.
I don't know about that, but we're working on it. You know, we've been so lucky so far. We put out our first single. Suddenly radio stations started playing it, so we're like, well, let's try this again. We put out our second single, and it's just blasted across the country. It's been on the Billboard charts for like 15 weeks. We've got management now out of Nashville. We've got a booking agency out of Nashville. In 2011 could be huge, but at this point, if somebody came up and said it's over, I'd have to say that's much farther than I thought we were going to get. Yeah.
But one of the things that you love in talking about it is just the creative element and all those harmonies that you guys kick out.
Yeah, that was the selling point for me when they asked me to be in the band, is do you want to be in a band sort of like the Eagles, where the song is the first concern and the harmonies are right in their tune. That's what I've always wanted to do, and I think that may be why we've been so lucky so far, is because we started out doing it just because we loved it. Right. And suddenly people like hearing it.
It's an amazing group.
Thank
Rocket
you.
Club. Now, if people want more information, where do they go?
Rocketclub.info, and of course you can go on Facebook and become a fan if you would, please. That would be great. And we'll be all over the place, including November 20th at the Caboose in downtown Minneapolis. So come on down and see us.
How many fans do you have on Facebook?
Thousands and thousands, but we can always use one or two more.
Very nice. And at the end of the show, you have a special treat for us?
We do. It's a brand new video for our song called Holding On off of our new disc, American Serenade. So you're the first people ever to see it. You're going to only see a snippet of it, so you're going to have to go online and see the whole thing eventually. But we're very, very happy to be debuting the song and the video here.
Hawk is the man. Thanks for being with us, Hawk.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Great to have you with us. Time now for our hot and cold segment, brought to us by Lennox and Liberty Comfort Systems. Hot this week, through it all, texting troubles, losses, and miscues, it's got to be number 4. Sunday in New England showed us that the old man gets up and still works his tail off for his team. Drama queen? Okay, he is, but he still is one of the guys who flat out gets it done. I want him on my team any day of the week. And you got to do it. Starts at the top. Cold this week is the coach. You got to open up the offense. Coach Childress, let the Stallions gallop, let them play. The Moss move, those things happen. But if this season ends, you got a feeling that change may be in the air if the team can't turn it around. Hot and cold, brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems. Time now to talk Wolves. One of my favorite Wolves is number 19, Wayne Ellington. Great to have you with us. And Wayne, when you look at the season, what a difference a year makes.
Yeah, no question. I think last year I was kind of new to everything, so this year I'm a lot more confident and comfortable. I'm ready to make a big impact on our team.
Wayne, you played all summer getting ready for the season, and when you start this season, you have practically a brand new team around you. What's the feeling?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. We got almost a brand new team, with the exception of a couple guys. So, we're trying to come together as a team, gel. And I think we're doing a pretty good job so far.
What's your role with this new team?
We'll see. We don't really have defined roles, so I'm still working to, and do whatever coach needs me to do.
And being a former Tar Heel, you're used to having tall timbers in the middle, those big centers. What's it like playing with Darko?
It's great. You got some reinforcement down there. You can get up and pressure guys and not worry about getting beat. You got somebody back there that can protect the goal. I think he's going to be huge for us as well.
And speaking of the Heels, what's the team going to be like this year? They're going to rebound?
Oh, no question. They're going to be way better this year. Way better. No question.
Wayne Ellington, thanks for being with us. Speaking of the Wolves, you can catch up on the NBA and your hometown team each Thursday. My latest blog is at timberwolves.com, Wolves posts, and so much more. Check it out. Drop me a line, too, with your thoughts. You can catch me, Simon Says, at timberwolves.com. When we come back, the Mayak Minute, and Dad talks about his all-pro son and the Vikings, too. It's all next. It's Game On. When you need to move around the metro, call on CityView White Knight Limousine. Town cars, limousines, SUVs. CityView is safe, reliable. They'll handle your needs. Get them on the web, cityviewlimo.com. Acapulco Restaurant is Minnesota's choice for authentic Mexican food. At Acapulco, our chefs prepare your meal from an original family recipe crafted by the Leon parents in native Jalisco. You'll find your dining experience not only delicious, but memorable. Join our Acapulco Online VIP Club, and we'll give you exclusive savings and specials. It's delicious Mexican food and more. From our family to yours, join us at one of our 7 metro locations, serving lunch, dinner, kids to carry out, and catering too. Acapulco Restaurants. We deliver real Mexican food.
Working together means working efficiently. And a Lennox home comfort system may just be the perfect example. its air conditioner works together with the furnace. And that works together with the air purifier. And that works with you by saving you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
The future of home comfort is here now at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Get the latest in innovation and technology at Liberty Comfort Systems.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
What's your 99?
Introducing Wendy's new 99-cent everyday value menu.
My 99. My 99.
How about a beefy double stack? Or maybe a crispy chicken sandwich? Now there are 7 tasty choices for 99 cents.
99. My 99. How much? 99.
Real choices, real value, every day.
You know it's real.
Welcome back. This is Game On, fed by Acapulco Restaurants. Big time in the MIAC, and thank you for all your kind notes. We're delighted to be talking about the MIAC each and every week. Soccer, volleyball playoffs are starting, and St. Thomas continues to dominate nationwide, 4th overall as we head into what certainly is going to be an exciting playoff run football-wise. And joining us, Glenn Caruso, who's the head coach, and Fritz Waldvogel, All-American wide receiver. Delighted to have you guys with us.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you've both been there 3 years, Coach. This has been a team that you took from, 2-8, and now it's a dominant team.
Yeah, the kids have really bought in. We took over a team that didn't have a lot of success, but I think we populated it with the right types of kids. In this part of the country, you don't need to look far to find the right types of minds and hearts, and we were able to find those. Fritz is a great example, but the majority of our team comes from this state and the metro area, and they've just put us in a great trajectory right now.
And you have been on enough good football teams to know what you got to do towards the end of the season. It's time to turn it on and make something happen in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we put in so much work throughout the whole year. So now it's like the time that all the work's really paying off.
3 years together. Did you ever think that it was going to be like this, where you can legitimately play for a national championship?
We were hoping so. That's what we came in with, that mindset, and it's finally becoming a reality.
Coach, is there a different mindset as you approach the playoffs?
There is. There's really no such thing as a must-win game in the regular season. So to get in the situation where it's one and done and you have to win is certainly refreshing. But also you get to see a lot of new teams, and we're fortunate enough, being number 1 in the region, that we're going to have several home games if we keep doing our work. So we're going to get a chance to see all teams from all over the country come and play at our place.
What's been the most satisfying element of your run taking over this team from your perspective?
In terms of refreshment, I think as a coach, to see kids buy into the idea of the we and not really worry about the me, and in today's day and age, all the more devoted to maybe a little more style over substance, I think that's pretty refreshing, and guys like Fritz make it a joy to come out, and we're pretty fortunate.
4th in the country, automatic bid. What is the automatic bid when the playoffs start? What's that mean? Home field advantage?
Home field advantage.
Yeah.
We have to win 5 to win it all. We have to work one at a time, obviously. But if we keep on working the next couple of weeks, it means we could have 3 or 4 home games. And that's a huge advantage when you talk about teams flying all over the country come playoff time.
Good luck, fellas. We'll keep everybody posted right here on the MIAC.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us. Time now for our Wheels of Thunder week ahead, and some very, very big games for the professional teams. Vikings hit the road. They're at Soldier Field against the Bears. The Wolves will host Amare Stoudemire and the New York Knicks on Friday. Wild aren't going to be home until November 17th against the Ducks. Gophers are at Illinois. And don't forget, November is National Adoption Month. Join me at the NACAC Adoption Celebration on the 20th. A great evening to celebrate adoption. And delighted to have with us a man who has seen a lot of Vikings turmoil in his days here. From the spokesman, recorder, and the National Programming Network, he's the managing partner, Larry Fitzgerald, Sr. Thank you for being with us.
Pleasure to be here.
What a week at Winter Park.
Wow. Yeah, it has been. It's been bizarre, to say the least, coming off of a tough loss. And then to find out that Randy Moss, someone who they had brought in here mid-season, which is unusual for a trade of this magnitude, at an impact position, and then to find that they've cut ties with him was shocking, to say the least.
Did they do him wrong?
I don't know. It's hard to tell, because I think it was an overreaction, kind of a desperate move from the standpoint of a coach or an organization getting upset at a player speaking his mind. Now, he went overboard maybe with some things he was saying, but I think he got caught up in the emotion of it. It was a tough week for Randy. I mean, just think, 4 weeks ago he was a Patriot. Then now he's a Viking, and the Vikings drafted him and turned him into a great player in the system under Dennis Green. And so he's got all these emotions working, and he wants to win the game and wants to help his team win. And I think he just got a little carried away with some of the things he was saying. And then he was critical of that 4th and 1 call, which I guess we all could be critical of. Why do you run the ball against a Bill Belichick defense? But the reality is it got him cut. And I don't think a lot of Viking fans or some of the players are happy about it.
Indeed. Now, your son, Larry Fitzgerald Jr., coming into town here on this Sunday to play the Vikings. His mindset is help his team get things turned around. They have to. They're 3-4. I was out there with them on Sunday and saw them basically hand one to Tampa Bay. 4 interceptions, 2 for touchdowns, and if they play like they did against Tampa, Minnesota will get a win this week. And they have a quarterback controversy. Does that bother Junior at all? Well, it's a problem because you want to have consistency at that position, and they haven't had it. I mean, Matt Leinart started out as the guy. Right. Then, Derek Anderson supposedly was going to be the guy, and now they try a rookie. Max Hall, and he throws a couple of picks, so they don't know who their quarterback's going to be right now. Vikings done for the season, or are they going to be all right? I think that they've got to win this game. I think they got to look at every week, one